Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. We got our Backlash 2018 pay-per-view predictions. Take some time and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. Just gonna set up our little Backlash pay-per-view lineup here. A few of the old DVDs. So we got 8 matches scheduled for Sunday. No official match on the pre-show just yet, but I'm sure we'll probably get like a cruiserweight title match or something of that significance. So 8 matches scheduled for Sunday, like I said, guys. This will be from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The same place that NXT TakeOver will be the night before WrestleMania 35. Or is it 35? Before the night of WrestleMania 35. They will be, I'm pretty sure they'll be here. So they ain't going back to, Backlash is going to be late. What do you mean? I hope it's not late. You mean a late show, late night? No, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 3-hour show, standard pay-per-view length. Unless they, really try to stretch this thing out to 4 hours, which I hope not. But, overall, the build to this show has been fairly weak. Especially since they spent a lot of the Backlash build going to Saudi Arabia, and I think that really hurt the build for this show. It's going to be faux. So, yeah, I really do think the Greatest Royal Rumble really hurt the overall build to this show, and I actually really would have liked to see a couple of those Saudi Arabia matches on this show. I mean, Triple H versus John Cena on Backlash. No offense to the Saudi Arabia show, but it definitely wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Very good production, very, very low execution. So let's get into the matches, guys. We only have, 2 standard matches or one one-on-one match, regular matchup, which we'll get into in a minute. So for the Intercontinental Championship, we have Seth Rollins defending against The Miz. Like I said in our Greatest Royal Rumble predictions, Seth Rollins just won the title at WrestleMania. I really don't see The Miz winning the title here. And I thought The Miz was on SmackDown. Well, these are co-branded shows anyways, guys, so things really won't start shaping up with the official brand split matchups until probably Money in the Bank, which is June 17th. So we're going to have about a 6-week period between Backlash and Money in the Bank. So, they really could have did that Greatest Royal Rumble after Backlash. I think I don't know why. They just wanted to kind of do it when they wanted to do it, and that was it. It really did kind of mess things up here because after Backlash, we got 6 weeks, so going to be a lot of DVD reviews to do, lot of lists I'm putting together, guys. So take some time, subscribe to the channel. But my pick is going to be Seth Rollins. Enough of digressing there. So Seth Rollins. I'm interested to see Seth Rollins run here. So, I mean, he had a couple of great matches with Finn Balor the past few weeks on Raw. Um, the Miz has had his time as the IC champion. I know now he's a few days away from breaking the all-time combined days record, which seems to be WWE's thing these days. Let's break all these records and you know the BS with Brock Lesnar beating CM Punk's record. It's not even the same championship, first of all. So I don't know how he could do that. But it's like the thing with the New Day and breaking Demolition's record. It's not even the same tag title. So um, they just kind of broke a record that title has already been abandoned. Sorry, brother, I'm missing your hashtag backlash. So next up for the U.S. title, Jeff Hardy, the current champion, defending against Randy Orton. Um, this is a much better matchup than the match they had first projected with Jinder Mahal. I'm actually quite excited to see Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton go at it once again. Those guys had great matches back in 2008. I remember, a few of their matches from Raw, the Royal Rumble from that year in 2008. Um, so this will be interesting. It'd be cool. The U.S. title has been a hot potato the last year or so. So, I mean, I definitely like to see Jeff Hardy hang on to it, but I also wouldn't mind if they, traded the thing back a couple of times. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton both recently became WWE's version or new version of the Grand Slam champion. And I'm also going to go with Jeff Hardy on this one. So Jeff Hardy retained. Next up, I got the Raw Women's Championship match. Nia Jax defending the title against Alexa Bliss. Um, listening to some podcasts recently, I'm also really not a fan of Nia Jax, but that's not really going to hurt my pick here. On Raw, we've seen Alexa Bliss just running for her life, running away from Ronda Rousey. Um, Quite entertaining, but they have to be really careful with things like that because you don't want to see your big star in Ronda Rousey slip up and hurt herself. Yeah, it's fun in games when a guy like Titus O'Neil falls and lands under the ring, but that could go the complete other direction and you fall and you hurt yourself, you roll your ankle, you're out for months and months, who knows, you tear your quad, you're out for 9 to 12 months. Things can go really bad really quickly when you're a WWE superstar. But as much as I'm not a fan of Nia Jax, she is going to be my pick. I do think WWE is going to try to run with her a little bit here, but um, you know I'm indifferent on her winning. Next up here, we got Big Cass, who just recently made his return to WWE, going against Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's first one-on-one match um, in what, over 3 years? Who knows? I'm not sure if he has had any house show matches recently. Nothing that anyone has really been mentioning is the live events schedule. Has Daniel Bryan been competing on live events? I'm not sure, but that's something to look into. Daniel Bryan's epic performance in the Greatest Royal Rumble, lasting I think almost an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. Um, again, breaking Rey Mysterio's record. WWE has this fascination with breaking records. Not sure why they're doing it just all of a sudden. We've seen it with, like I mentioned, Demolition. They broke AJ Lee's title reign record. Um, but, Daniel Bryan definitely needs a win here. Not sure if it'll be by DQ or countout. it sucks because Big Cass just returned, and I definitely don't want to see Big Cass lose this one either. So um, it's kind of weird because Daniel Bryan, your big hot star, just returns. Big Cass, another hot prospect, makes his big return, and you kind of just put them both together. It's a weird pairing here, but maybe Daniel Bryan can, kind of, give Cass some finishing touches with his work rate and different things like that. Get his footing together, get his, maneuvers together, different things like that. Daniel Bryan is a very skilled wrestler. So, I mean, maybe that's the reason for the pairing is to really kind of put Cass's whole package together. That's one thing to consider here too. Next up here, we got the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Um, Carmella defending the title against Charlotte. Sorry, Carmella. The one thing you will accomplish is being the longest person to not cash in Money in the Bank. Whether that's something to be proud of or not. My pick here is going to be Charlotte. They're building this thing up with Charlotte. She's gonna be a 16-time champion by the time 2020 rolls around, and then she'll retire. I don't see Charlotte being a long tenured female competitor. If she lasts another 5 to 7 years, I think she would probably overstay her welcome. Female wrestlers typically don't last that long in their careers. So, not a big knock on Charlotte, but I do think WWE is consistently pushing her, and Charlotte is, one of the best superstars on SmackDown. So, next up here, we got Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. I'm actually going to go with Samoa Joe on that one. Um, I think it's a way to build up Reigns' character, have him, lose a few more matches until he finally explodes. I think the heel turn is coming sooner rather than later. I can feel that. So, next up here, we got Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm gonna pick Braun Strowman and Lashley to win, with Lashley getting the pinfall here. It really sucks for Owens and Zayn. I definitely don't want to really see them as a tag team anymore. I think that thing has been done to death the past 6 months. And in the main event for the WWE Championship, a no disqualification match. AJ Styles, the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp, defending against Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura. Um, I really think this will be the best of their three matches, given that no DQ stip. But I'm still gonna go with AJ Styles to retain here. Um, I really do like Nakamura, but I just don't think it's his time to win the title yet. If they were gonna do it, they would have done it at WrestleMania, or even a week ago at the Greatest Royal Rumble, or whatever it is, 4 or 5 days ago now. But um, you know, I think Nakamura is best suited as a upper mid card player with the Intercontinental or U.S. title. I definitely want to see him as an IC champion one day. So my pick is AJ Styles. Make sure you guys comment down below your predictions for the matches coming up on Sunday's Backlash. Take some time and subscribe to the channel. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.